should feel encouraged. You should feel determined to go forward. And we also appreciate the determination. Even when you're down, you go. And the last two matches, and I think you knew what you were going to do right to the last minute. That showed determination, that even when it seemed like that you were down, you still went for victory. And we appreciate that, because with that you lifted the mood and the spirit of all South Africans. And some were even saying, if you hadn't done well in the quarters and the semi-finals, they would go and register for mental health. And they wouldn't be well. And another one who's here amongst us said no, he would have gone to see a cardiologist on Monday. And I told him that cardiologists don't work on Monday. So we appreciate what you have done thus far. The second message is from the 62 million South Africans. Those 62 million South Africans are rooting for you. Each one of them is standing behind you. I saw videos. I never watched these videos, but I saw videos of people all over the country so excited after semi-finals victory. People just went into the streets. They were celebrating from Cape Town right through to Limpopo, from the east in KZN right through to Kleinsie on the western side. So 62 million are rooting for you. They are standing behind you. They have sent me to come and give you courage, to say we want you to be courage, we want you to be bold, and we also want you to show that oomph, that aggression, which you are very good at, and just give that push. So that's what I've been sent to come and do on behalf of the 62 million. So you've got 62 million souls, but more than that, you've got 1.3 billion people on the African continent, all of whom see this as an African victory that you are going to achieve. They all collectively will be so proud, because what you will have done, what you are going to do, is to actually lift Africa. So starting with 62 million, whose spirits, whose joy will overflow when you walk away with the cup. The last message is from me, your number one fan. There's no other number one fan that there is in South Africa other than me, because I'm the president. So that gives me the right to be your number one fan. As your number one fan, I say, boys, go out there and do the best you can. The very best, that's what we expect. Go and play your hearts out, and just go and play. Go and play. There's an 80-year-old lady who lives in the Eastern Cape. His Dani or Oma Maria Elizabeth, who says, "Jy kan nie hardloop nie, soos if you don't have bones. You cannot run if you don't have bones." Now I'm saying you must run as hell, with that ball in hand, to go and score that cry. That Dani, that Oma, is Rassie Erasmus's mother. is 80 something years. That's what she said. So I'm saying to you that go run as hell. Last time when we were in Japan, I spoke about the 22 line. I said, guys, guard that line like a brick wall, concrete wall. Concrete wall. And what I saw in 2019 is how you just build a concrete wall on that 22 line and stood firm, united, like cohesive, right on that 22 line. And that achieved you great victory. And today, I say like Danny or Oma, Maria Elizabeth Erasmus, you cannot run unless you have the legs. And I say, you have the legs, go and run as hell. And guard that 22 line. And be aggressive. But as you do that, as your number one fan, I say, play your hearts out. Yourself, for yourself. Play for your team. Play for your country. And play for your continent. And have fun as you do it. Because in the end, rugby is also about having fun, enjoying yourself. I've been reading stories of many of you who've written books that you enjoyed the sport so much from a very young age. My son used to play, he used to be a lock, and he used to have fun. His mother would be terrified each time he came back home with aches and pains. And he said, no, I never felt those aches and pains because I was having fun. So I say, go out there, have the fun of your life. And today is a decisive match. Decisive match, which I say to you as your president, this is a moment of immortality. A moment when you will be written about in the history books of rugby. Because for you as Springboks to achieve this victory, which you are going to achieve, is just going to make you immortal. Each one of you, the captain, the coach, each in one individually, you are going to be immortal and you will be recognized and glorified forever. So as your number one fan, I say, go and do the best you can and focus on your game. Keep your eye on the ball and make sure that the cohesion stays and the strategy that you have sorted out stays there. Your coach, when I spoke to him in the quarterfinals, he says, relax, Mr. President, we have a strategy.